Now, how can you invest in shares in Ghana? Very simple. Let's pay attention well. You cannot go to any company, walk to their office and tell them that I want to buy shares from you. It is not done. That's not a process. Unless the company is issuing or coming into the stock market for the very first time. So let's say I'm Patrick Limited. I've registered with Security and Exchange Commission that I want to float my shares so that people will come and buy the shares. That is the only time I will buy the shares directly from the company. We call it IPO. That is the only time I will buy it from the company. Apart from that first time, anytime I want to buy shares from the company, I have to go through what we call licensed stock brokers. Licensed stock brokers. Just this past week, we heard that Casapreco Company Limited is about to be listed on the stock market. What it meant was that Casapreco is now coming to sell shares for people to buy. That initial shares that Casapreco wants to sell, that one you buy directly from them. We call it initial purchase order, IPO. After you have bought it from them, those who cannot buy it, subsequently, if they want to buy shares from Casapreco, they have to go through stockbrokers. So, which companies are the stockbrokers? So, let me just walk through. If you go to Security and Exchange Commission website or Ghana Stock Exchange website, you go there, you see license dealing members there. I have the list with me. Let me just run through the companies that you see there. So you can see that's it. List of dealers of license, list and details of license dealing companies. So if you go there now, I'll run through a number of them. I don't have interest in any of them. So if you want to engage any of them, you are free to engage any of them. So over there, I see a number of them. Let me just read through the list. We have Amber Securities, we have Black Star Brokerage, we have Bullion Securities, we have CDH Investment Holdings, Constant Capital, Chapel Hill, Data Bank Brokerage, EDC Stockbrokers, First Bank Brokerage, First Atlantic Brokerage, IC Securities, Larios Africa Securities, NTAC Securities, Petra Securities, Republic Securities, Sapon Capital Markets Limited, SBG Securities, Serengeti Capital Markets Limited, SIC Brokerage, Strategic African Securities or SAS, Tick Tree Brokerage Limited, and then we have UMB Stock Brokers Limited. Now, these are the licensed stockbrokers that will help you to buy shares in Ghana. So, any of them, when you go there, you tap on any of them, you see their details, their shareholders, who are the owners, how many shares they have, how many companies have they bought shares for. You see all of them. Choose any one that you want. Once you choose and you engage them, they will ask you to open what we call a brokerage account. Brokerage account is basically, in quote, shares account. So you open the shares account through the stockbroker, and then you fund the account with the amount that you want to invest. So let's say you have 10,000, 5,000 you want to invest. You put the 10,000, 5,000 into the brokerage account. And then you give the instruction to the broker that I have the 10,000 cedis sitting in the brokerage account. I want to buy MTN shares. I want to buy Benzo palm oil shares. I want to buy Total shares, GCB, Cowbank, all of that. And then they will go into the market and look for the opportunity to buy it for you. Now listen, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Because these companies are not issuing shares for the very first time, they can only buy shares of that company for you if there's someone who already has shares and is willing to sell. So let's listen again. Assuming I want to buy MTN shares, 1,000 shares, 500 shares. As we speak, MTN is not issuing new shares. So it means that the shares that they have for shareholders is what it is. Now, the only way the stockbroker can buy shares for you is if someone who already has MTN shares wants to sell some. So let's say I have 20,000 shares. I need money, so I want to sell 1,000 shares. The person will place through the stockbroker on the stock market, and quickly the stockbrokers will be alerted and they can go and bid and buy it for you. So if you fill a form for with a stockbroker, it can take, let's say, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, and they have still not bought it for you. This is the reason why. Perhaps that particular share is hot cake.